Some people take the pastime of listening to music more seriously than others. Wiltshire business, the Chord Company, is a manufacturer of cables for hi-fi and, more recently, for home cinema. It's owned and run by a group of music aficionados, and they know how music should sound, and it's their determination to pass this knowledge on to the end user that's helped their business win numerous awards in the industry.
People are still genuinely surprised at how much is lost, even on a sensible, family system, by just sticking with the cables that, if you like, came in the box.
The thing that most people respond to in music is the rhythm and the timing of the piece. And our discovery really is that the cables can have a profound effect on this.
Chord was founded in 1985 by Sally Kennedy, who built the company to its current size. From its inception, Sally has ensured that staff are encouraged to take pride in delivering the highest quality products with excellent customer service. Chord provides both a pleasant work environment and work-life balance. This helps maintain the focus on build quality and customer service excellence. This approach clearly works, as throughout the whole building there is a genuine desire and passion to produce the very best. Products are assembled in its own purpose-configured workshop from purpose-built component parts supplied by leading manufacturers.
We made a decision that rather than being a manufacturer and using and buying and investing a large amount of money on machinery that would become obsolete, that we would actually source components from other manufacturers that have a lot higher levels of investment in machinery. But what we do is we control all the design features of all the components and all the cables that go in. So every component that we use is actually manufactured for us to our specification.
Chord now assembles component parts into its own unique products, guaranteeing a consistency and flexibility that would be jeopardized if it imported finished components from the Far East. In turn, UK manufacturers respond to Chord's reputation for producing the very best.
All of the suppliers we work with over the years know there's no point in selling us in something that's not quite right. They know we're going to take it in, they know we're going to listen to it, and they know we're going to phone them up and go, no, you've not made that right. It doesn't sound right. And that's a really lovely degree of control you have over a product. If you're bringing product in from the Far East, you're kind of, what you've got is what you've got.
One such supplier is Tony Monaghan. He makes cable for the aerospace industry. His cable is used to send a signal from one side of a plane to the other. At first he was sceptical when the Chord Company approached him and asked if he would tailor his products to the hi-fi industry.
The products that I manufacture are also sort of different varying degrees of quality, and I just didn't see how that was going to work, if I'm being honest, in a cable for audio. But the proof of the pudding was that Nigel invited me down after I'd supplied the prototype samples, and if I can class it as doing a Pepsi challenge, he put my cables up against some very high-grade cables, and even a person with my great hearing could hear a massive difference.
We can demonstrate what we're doing to them. We can explain why we want to work with them. And most of them really get quite excited by that. And I suspect we're a refreshing change from the companies they usually work with.
They always look outside the box, and I think that's how our paths crossed. With the knowledge they have and the skill set they have within Chord, they looked beyond, let's say, standard supply chain and came to someone slightly unusual for new materials and new innovation.
This is where the demonstrations occur. It's a room kitted out with state-of-the-art hi-fi equipment, linked of course with its own cable. For retailers and suppliers, this room is the proverbial road to Damascus, where the scales fall from their eyes and of course from their ears.
This is where we have the opportunity for retailers to hear and come away feeling wowed, feeling impressed with what they can do. And they go away enthused, they go away wanting to try this at their own facility because they know the impact it's had on them, they can get across to their customers.
We need to get across to people that these are not differences that only the super sensitive can hear. These are differences that everybody can hear. So we use the demonstration room to demonstrate that to people, and they have no experience of hi-fi, no experience of cables, but they like music, and we can very clearly show them the differences.
The Chord Company's strategy of designing products to enhance user experience rather than simply to fill a price point gap flies in the face of popular business wisdom. But it's a strategy that's helped the company achieve a turnover in the last financial year of over £2 million.
We think that unless something actually gives you an improvement, just meeting a price point and not actually giving a genuine change or an enhancement to the musical performance of somebody's system will actually work against us in the long term. So we do look at price points, but far more importantly, we make sure that the cable works better.
The cornerstone of the Chord Company's success is passion. The passion of its directors for music and how it should sound is what drives them on to give their customers an unprecedented listening experience.